Crocodiles, as a result of their design over millions of years, are extremely capable apex predator. So, you know, crocodile it's got good eyesight, good hearing, good sense of smell, touch, but also these sensory receptors on the body that allow them to acutely feel vibration in the water and to hone in perfectly on, say, a wallaby drinking, a fish swimming in the water. They're basically the perfect water edge predator. My name's Lindner. I'm the crocodile management supervisor in Kakadu National Park, and basically my role is to coordinate crocodile management across the park, and today we're at Cahills Crossing. Behind us, you know, can be up to 70, 80 crocodiles this time of year. The surrounding waterways recede and crocs migrate into the river, but combined with that is also a bigger biomass of fish that's congregating, and therefore crocs are taking that opportunity to feed on those fish. Probably the highest risk zone, management zone in the park is Cahills Crossing, because you've got a low-level waterway crossing going across the East Alligator River. But as a result of that, there can be high fishing activity. It's a great viewing spectacle for crocodiles and wildlife, particularly this time of year. It's basically a bottleneck of transport into Arnhem Land, so people are using a crossing on a daily basis. So with that comes a high management responsibility, basically managing visitor behaviour more than crocodile behaviour, because people are putting themselves at risk, and that risk is they could be attacked, seriously injured or killed. So the river for most of the year is very low visibility. A crocodile submerges and you can't see it. You don't know where it is, what it's doing. And that places everything at a crocodile's advantage. And so people that are at the water's edge cannot see a crocodile coming. They don't know how close they are to a crocodile, but the crocodile underwater, it knows exactly where it is. And the thing about it is you're always going to get a minority of people that think they know better, and particularly local people in the top end that have been here a long time. The croc's not going to eat me. They're watching your behaviour, and if they decide to eat you one day, they will.
It does tend to be locals because they get complacent and they go hunting, and then the pigs at the bottom near the billabong, and then they get taken as well as the dog.
Go hunting, fishing, you need that lure that you just lost on the rock. It's right there, I can see it, I'll get it. Tourists are made to be wary of them.
I won't do that. I won't go and fish, especially after seeing a lot of them in the river right there.
I start to hear a lot of stories, so yeah, I start to be really aware and to know that I don't have to approach them, to look at them, but far away.
Well, we always see on social media where the boys are like jumping into like riverways and stuff where you know there's crocs and they're mucking around and stuff. There's a lot of that stupidity around that people can get themselves into a lot of trouble if they're not smart enough.
Let him have it! Let him have it! Let him have it! Let him have it!
At the time of first contact, crocodiles and a cunning apex predator like Aboriginal people at the time placed activity constraints on each other. So an Aboriginal person fully understood the risk of going anywhere near crocodile habitat, especially the water. They fully understood the risk, and crocodiles did as well, because they were exposed to a cunning apex predator on land armed with spears. But that sort of waned over time. Since protection, crocodiles have been exposed to a more almost vegetable-like presence of human beings where they're standing there and they're non-threatening, they're taking photos. They might be lying there looking photogenic still. And the alarming thing for us is people taking that behaviour as crocodiles being non-threatening, they're still extremely dangerous and you still don't get in the water. Since Kakadu was first declared in 1979, we've had 5 recorded deaths from crocodile attack that we know of. So each of those fatalities were people were on the water or in the water at the time, and it was completely an absolute tragedy in every circumstance. With every death on park, it's a police investigation matter. It's a potential crime scene or a crime scene. And our role as rangers and park staff is to assist the NT police in any way we can. And that also involves destroying the crocodile when that happens, because you might have to recover the person from the crocodile. I think the most important thing for us, it's about getting that person back to their family. That's the overriding priority, is getting that person back to their family so they can say goodbye. The story of cultural, spiritual connection, scientific stuff, it's all interwoven if you want to make. It depends on who's telling the story. And the cultural stories are not only just stories passed by word of mouth, but they're recorded in the paintings up at Ubia. So you've got 2 sisters up there, and the story I'm told is that the crocodiles, when he swims along, on the top of his neck has 6 bones, they're osteoderms, and the first 2 bones are an extra set of eyes for the crocodile, which are those 2 sisters. So this is all intrinsically linked. Traditional owners of this area, there's about 3 clans, they take visitor safety very seriously, and as a result there's an expectation that we'll manage it accordingly. Kakadu's a joint managed environment, and it's very important for people to remember that Ginga, which is the saltwater crocodile, is not the problem here at Cahills. It's people. They cause the problems. So crocodiles in the Northern Territory are extremely important to a variety of stakeholders. Not only Aboriginal people living on the land, but who have a different use or relationship with them, but the tourism industry, since the time of protection, is extremely important. You've got the jumping crocodile cruises on the Adelaide River, you've got the Guliyumbi tour cruises here, tours on Yellowwater, and I think visitors' expectation when they come to the top end is to see a crocodile.
Yeah, definitely. It's big as animal, wild animal as well, and getting that close to that, it's very impressive.
It's crazy to see this kind of thing, especially for French people. We're not used to this kind of animal, so yeah, I think it could be like very, very good memories.
It's always exciting seeing one, like it's great to see one, but I am also very wary. I've got that thing in the back of my head where I don't get too close, but have a look.
With crocodiles at the current numbers now, I think it's an extreme privilege for us, because as a kid growing up in the top end, we saw crocodiles very rarely, and then actually seeing the recovery of the crocodile population since 1971, and actually seeing crocodiles as they are now, like in this waterway behind us, to what they were at the time of first contact. I think it's something it's special, but at the same time, get a full appreciation of understanding the risk of living alongside crocodiles in the top end.